For logging on to the daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new Halacha for you. It's for Thursday, 7th day of December, 19th day of Kislev. We're getting quite close to Hanukkah, so here are more laws that you will need to know. You've probably heard, it's kind of a recurring theme here with all of Hilchos Hanukkah, that the lighting of the menorah must be for Pirsume Nisa, for the broadcasting of the miracle. If you give indications by the way the menorah is being used or set up that it wasn't put there for broadcasting a miracle, but it was put there for some other reason, then you ruin the whole cause of what you're doing. So, for example, here's a good example. Let's say you put the menorah in a room that's totally pitch black, and you put the beautiful menorah in the room that's pitch black. And you might think that you're doing a very good thing by putting it in a dark room, because then it's beautiful how it's glowing in there and it shows itself so nicely. And that's not a bad idea. But the problem is that when it's the only thing that lights up the room, then it gives the impression that you're lighting up the room with that candelabra, but it's not a menorah for Hanukkah. So it might seem counterintuitive, but it's a good idea for there to be other lights on in the room, because that way the other lights give the indication that this room is lit up and the menorah is here for some other purpose rather than lighting up the room. It's here to, broadcast the mitzvah of Hanukkah. People will look at it and know it's a brightly lit room, but there's a cute menorah in it. Oh, that must be for the purposes of Hanukkah. So you're supposed to try to do that. It might be very beautiful to put it in a dark room, but then it'll take away a little bit of the Pirsume Nisa, which means the broadcasting of the miracle, because it'll look like you have a cute 8 or 9 stem thing that's lighting up your room, and that's not the idea. Now, I gotta say, and this will run a little counter to what I just said, that when you put a shamash there, you have 8 candles for the menorah, but that 9th one, that is the lighter and the light-giving thing of the menorah, that also does fulfill that purpose. So, going back to the dark room, if you have a shamash lit on your menorah, then there's, let's say on the 8th night, there's 8 lights lit, but there's a 9th one, which is acting as the light giver, the leader of the lighter of all the others. So then it's more clear that you could say, no, it's not just here for light. I mean, the light is, some light's being given by the shamash, but the 8 are to signify day 8. So what I'm saying in short is, it is good to show that it's for Pirsume Nisa, and for that reason a dark room is not such a great place to put a menorah, but when you have the shamash lit, then it still shows the purpose that my 8 lights were not put here for light, because I got that 9th one, which is my lighter upper of the room. So the idea of showing that what I'm doing is for the broadcast of the miracle can also be accomplished by the shamash itself. Hope that wasn't too complicated. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.